Have you ever overlooked a simple kitchen staple that could transform your health in ways you never imagined? That's right, baking soda, a humble powder sitting in millions of homes, holds powerful health secrets most people don't know about. From soothing heartburn to supporting kidney function and easing joint pain, this inexpensive remedy has been quietly waiting to make a difference in your life, especially in your senior years. Watch this video until the end to uncover the surprising, science-backed benefits of baking soda, learn who should use it with caution, and discover exactly how to use it safely to reclaim comfort and control over your well-being. Don't miss out on these life-changing insights that could redefine how you care for your body. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. 1. Relieve heartburn and acid reflux. For many seniors, heartburn and acid reflux are not just occasional discomforts but persistent shadows that register. System casts over their daily lives. As the years accumulate, that burning sensation behind the breastbone becomes an all-too-familiar companion, often mistaken as an inevitable part of aging. Picture the scene. You've just enjoyed a hearty dinner, perhaps a favorite dish like lasagna or a spicy curry, and as you settle into your evening routine, a fiery pressure begins to build in your chest. It creeps upward, leaving a sour taste in your throat, disrupting your sleep, and souring the simple joy of a meal shared with loved ones. For some, it's a nightly ritual, reaching for antacids in a weary, automatic response, as if heartburn is just another burden of growing older. It steals restful nights, dims the pleasure of food, and can make even quiet moments feel fraught with discomfort. But what if relief was closer than you think, tucked away in a humble corner of your kitchen? Baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, that unassuming white powder you've used for baking cookies or freshening the fridge, holds a remarkable secret. It's a natural, fast-acting remedy for neutralizing stomach acid. When stirred into a glass of water, it transforms into a gentle alkaline solution that can extinguish the flames of acid reflux in minutes, offering a moment of peace to a body in distress. This isn't just a nostalgic home remedy whispered by grandparents or scribbled in old recipe books. It's a solution rooted in the elegant simplicity of chemistry. When baking soda meets the excess hydrochloric acid roiling in your stomach, a chemical reaction unfolds. The acid is neutralized, producing salt, water, and a harmless fizz of carbon dioxide, the same process that makes cakes rise. Within moments, the burning pressure in your chest begins to soften, the irritation in your esophagus fades, and your breath comes easier. It's like a cool breeze sweeping through a smoldering room, restoring calm where chaos reigned. For seniors, this small act, mixing a half teaspoon of baking soda into a glass of warm water, can feel like a quiet victory, a way to reclaim comfort without the weight of another prescription. The significance of this remedy goes beyond its chemical mechanics. For many older adults, life is a delicate dance of managing multiple medications. Pills for blood pressure, cholesterol, or joint pain, each with its side effects and schedules. The medicine cabinet can feel like a crowded maze, and the idea of a natural, affordable solution feels like a breath of fresh air. Imagine sitting down to a family dinner, savoring the flavors of a beloved dish without the looming dread of post-meal discomfort. Picture yourself sipping a warm, soothing drink as you wind down for the night, knowing your body is easing into rest rather than bracing for battle. That's the understated magic of baking soda water. It's not just about quelling the burn, but about restoring a sense of agency, allowing you to enjoy life's simple pleasures with confidence. To use this remedy effectively, dissolve half a teaspoon of baking soda in a 4 to 8 ounce glass of water, stirring until fully dissolved. Sip it slowly, preferably after a meal or when symptoms arise, and avoid lying down immediately to allow the solution to work its magic. The relief is often swift, but moderation is key. Baking soda contains a significant amount of sodium, about 600 milligrams per half teaspoon, which may not be suitable for those with high blood pressure, heart disease, or kidney issues. Overuse can lead to side effects like bloating, gas, or even alkalosis, a condition where the blood becomes too alkaline. For occasional relief, perhaps after a rich holiday feast or an evening of indulgence, it's a gentle, time-tested ally. However, frequent or severe heartburn could signal a more serious condition, such as gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD. So consult a healthcare provider if symptoms persist. This remedy's simplicity is its strength. but its potential doesn't stop at soothing your stomach. As we'll explore next, baking soda may also offer surprising support to one of the body's most vital systems, the kidneys, helping seniors protect their health with a solution as familiar as their morning coffee. 2. Support kidney function. As we journey through the later years of life, we become increasingly aware of the silent systems that have tirelessly supported us for decades. The kidneys, those small, bean-shaped organs tucked beneath the ribcage, are among the body's hardest workers. Every day, they filter up to 200 quarts of blood, removing waste, balancing fluids, regulating blood pressure, and maintaining the delicate acid-alkaline balance that keeps every cell functioning harmoniously. They produce hormones that support red blood cell production and bone health, quietly ensuring the body's internal environment remains stable. Yet, as we age, the kidneys often lose efficiency, particularly in the presence of chronic conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, or a history of kidney stones. The signs of decline can be subtle at first: fatigue that lingers, swollen ankles or hands, changes in urination, or a vague sense of unease, but they whisper of a deeper imbalance that demands attention. For seniors with early-stage chronic kidney disease, CKD, a condition affecting millions worldwide, baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, emerges as an unexpected ally. Research over the past decade has illuminated its potential to support kidney function, particularly in addressing a condition known as metabolic acidosis. As kidney function declines, the body struggles to remove excess acid from the bloodstream, leading to an acidic environment that accelerates kidney damage, weakens bones, and saps energy. This vicious cycle can hasten the progression of CKD, pushing patients toward dialysis or other invasive treatments. Sodium bicarbonate, when taken in small, medically supervised doses, acts as a buffer, neutralizing excess acid and restoring balance to the blood. The evidence is striking. A long-term study published in the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology followed patients with early-stage CKD who took sodium bicarbonate supplements. Those who received the supplement experienced a significantly slower decline in kidney function compared to those who did not, with many avoiding dialysis altogether. For seniors, this is more than a statistic. It's a lifeline. It means more mornings spent gardening, more evenings with grandchildren, and more moments of independence free from the constraints of medical interventions. Imagine the empowerment of knowing that a simple, low-cost solution, perhaps a half teaspoon of baking soda stirred into a glass of water each day, could support your kidney's tireless work, all from the comfort of your home. To incorporate baking soda into a kidney support regimen, start with a small dose, typically half a teaspoon dissolved in 4 to 8 ounces of water, taken once daily or as directed by a healthcare provider. The process is simple. Stir until fully dissolved, sip slowly, and monitor how your body feels. For seniors managing multiple medications, the appeal of this remedy lies in its accessibility and minimalism. It's a proactive step that doesn't require a pharmacy visit or a complicated routine, offering a sense of hope and control in the face of a chronic condition. However, caution is paramount. Baking soda's high sodium content makes it unsuitable for those with advanced kidney disease, heart failure, or fluid retention, as excess sodium can strain these conditions. Overuse can also disrupt the body's acid-base balance, leading to complications like alkalosis or increased blood pressure. Always consult a healthcare provider before starting regular use, as the goal is to support, not stress, your kidneys. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 3. Ease urinary tract discomfort, UTI support. Few experiences in later life are as disruptive and demoralizing as a urinary tract infection, UTI. For many seniors, especially women, the symptoms are painfully familiar. A sharp, burning sensation with every trip to the bathroom, an urgent need to urinate that strikes without warning, and a persistent ache in the pelvic area that lingers like an uninvited guest. UTIs are more than physical discomfort. They chip away at dignity, interrupt restful sleep, and erode the sense of control that's so vital in older age. For those with recurring infections, the cycle can feel relentless, with antibiotics offering temporary relief but no lasting solution. Between infections, subtle irritation often persists, a nagging discomfort that doctors may overlook, leaving seniors searching for ways to reclaim their peace of mind. This is where baking soda, that humble kitchen staple, steps in as a gentle, supportive ally. While it's not a cure or a replacement for antibiotics, Baking soda water can play a complementary role in easing UTI-related discomfort and supporting recovery. When dissolved in water, sodium bicarbonate creates an alkaline solution that, once processed by the body, raises the pH of urine. This subtle shift creates an environment less hospitable to bacteria like Escherichia coli, the primary culprit behind most UTIs, which thrives in acidic conditions. For seniors with chronic or recurring UTIs, this change can reduce low-grade inflammation in the bladder and urethra, soothing the burning, urgency, and pelvic discomfort that make daily life feel unpredictable. Scientific research supports this approach. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Urology found that women with frequent UTIs who incorporated sodium bicarbonate into their care regimen experienced fewer recurrences and reported significant reductions in symptoms like burning and urgency. The mechanism is straightforward. By making the urine less acidic, baking soda helps calm irritation in the urinary tract, offering a small but meaningful reprieve. Imagine the relief of stirring half a teaspoon of baking soda into a warm glass of water, sipping it slowly, and feeling the discomfort ease, a quiet act of self-care that restores a sense of agency. For seniors, this remedy is a beacon of hope, a way to address discomfort without adding another prescription to an already crowded medication list. To use baking soda for UTI support, dissolve half a teaspoon in 4 to 8 ounces of water and drink it once or twice daily, ideally between meals to avoid interfering with stomach acid digestion. Stir thoroughly until dissolved, and sip slowly to allow your body to absorb the solution gently. This small ritual can feel empowering, especially for those who feel trapped in a cycle of infections. However, UTIs are serious, particularly in older adults, where they can escalate quickly into kidney infections or other complications, especially in those with diabetes, catheter use, or weakened immune systems. Baking soda is not a substitute for medical treatment, and symptoms like fever, blood in the urine, or severe pain require immediate attention from a healthcare provider. Always consult a doctor before using baking soda as part of your UTI management plan to ensure it's safe and appropriate. The beauty of this remedy lies in its simplicity and accessibility. For seniors navigating the complexities of polypharmacy, the idea of a natural, low-cost solution feels like a small victory, a way to take charge of your comfort without relying on yet another pill. And as remarkable as baking soda's ability to soothe UTIs may be, its versatility doesn't end there. This same mixture may also help tame the sudden, fiery pain of gout, a condition that strikes the joints with relentless force. Let's uncover how baking soda continues to offer seniors a multifaceted tool for reclaiming vitality and comfort. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 4. Help with gout flares. Picture this. It's 3 a.m. and you're jolted awake by a searing pain in your big toe, so intense it feels as though a hot coal is lodged inside the joint. The area is swollen, red, and so tender that even the weight of a thin cotton sheet feels like a crushing burden. Or perhaps the pain radiates from your ankle, knee, or even your fingers, transforming simple movements into agonizing feats. This is the cruel reality of gout, a condition that strikes without warning and hijacks your daily life. For many seniors, gout feels like a personal betrayal, a rebellion of a body they've worked tirelessly to nurture through healthy eating, regular walks, and diligent adherence to medical advice. Yet, despite these efforts, the flares persist, disrupting sleep, limiting mobility, and casting a shadow over the simple pleasures of life, like a morning stroll or an evening with loved ones. At the heart of gout lies uric acid, a natural byproduct of the body's metabolism of purines, found in foods like red meat, shellfish, and certain alcohols. When uric acid levels in the blood become elevated, a condition known as hyperuricemia, it can crystallize into sharp, needle-like structures that lodge in the joints, most commonly the big toe, a condition called podagra, but also the ankles, knees, or wrists. These crystals are like tiny shards of glass under the skin, triggering an aggressive immune response that floods the area with inflammation. The result is not just pain, but a throbbing, burning sensation that can make even standing unbearable. For seniors, whose bodies may already be navigating age-related changes like reduced kidney function or chronic inflammation, these unpredictable attacks can feel like an unfair assault, eroding confidence and threatening independence. Conventional treatments, such as non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, colchicine, or uric acid-lowering medications like allopurinol, are critical for managing gout. However, these often come with side effects: stomach upset, kidney strain, or interactions with other medications that can be particularly challenging for older adults. But what if there were a gentle, complementary approach you could try at home to support your body's fight against gout flares? Enter baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, a humble pantry staple that has been used for generations, not just in baking but as a folk remedy for various ailments. Its potential in managing gout lies in its alkalizing properties, which can subtly shift the body's internal environment to make it less hospitable to uric acid crystals. The science is straightforward yet compelling. Uric acid is more soluble in an alkaline environment, meaning it's easier for the kidneys to excrete it through urine before it can form those painful crystals. By dissolving a small amount of baking soda, typically half a teaspoon, in a glass of warm water and sipping it slowly, you can nudge your body's pH toward a slightly more alkaline state. This doesn't mean turning your body into an alkaline fortress, as some health fads might suggest, but rather providing a gentle assist to your kidneys, which are already working hard to filter out excess uric acid. Emerging research, including studies published in journals like Arthritis and Rheumatology and the Journal of Rheumatology, supports this approach. For example, a 2010 study found that oral sodium bicarbonate significantly reduced serum uric acid levels in patients with hyperuricemia, potentially decreasing the likelihood of gout flares. For seniors, who may face more frequent or severe attacks due to age-related declines in kidney function, this simple practice could mean fewer nights spent in pain and more days filled with ease and mobility. Incorporating baking soda into your routine requires care and moderation. A common starting point is half a teaspoon dissolved in 8 ounces of warm water, taken once or twice daily, ideally after consulting a healthcare provider to ensure it's safe for your specific health conditions, particularly if you have high blood pressure, kidney issues, or are on a low-sodium diet, as baking soda contains sodium. Timing matters, too. Drinking it on an empty stomach, such as first thing in the morning or a few hours after a meal, can maximize its alkalizing effect without interfering with digestion. This small ritual is more than just a remedy. It's a moment of empowerment. For seniors who often feel powerless against the unpredictability of gout, stirring a pinch of baking soda into water becomes a quiet act of self-care, a way to honor the body's needs and reclaim a sense of control. Consider the story of Margaret, a 72-year-old retiree who loved her daily walks but dreaded the gout flares that left her hobbling for days. After discussing with her doctor, she began incorporating a baking soda drink into her morning routine, alongside her prescribed medications. Over time, she noticed her flares became less frequent, and when they did occur, the pain was less debilitating. For Margaret, this simple practice wasn't just about reducing uric acid. It was about reclaiming her ability to enjoy life's small joys, like tending her garden or dancing with her grandchildren. This ritual, though small, carries profound emotional weight. It's a reminder that even in the face of chronic conditions, you have the power to make a difference in how you feel. But baking soda's benefits extend far beyond the joints. Just as it helps dissolve the crystals that cause gout, it can also neutralize other sources of discomfort in the body, starting with something as personal and impactful as your oral health. Could this unassuming powder bring the same gentle relief to your mouth and breath, restoring confidence in your smile? Let's explore how. 5. Soothe mouth sores and bad breath. As we age, we become acutely aware of the small discomforts that, in our younger years, we might have dismissed with a shrug. A stinging canker sore that makes every bite of food a challenge. A persistent dry or bitter taste that lingers in the mouth. The quiet worry that your breath might not be as fresh as you'd hope, making conversations with friends or family feel less carefree. For many seniors, these issues are an unspoken part of daily life, often compounded by age-related changes like dry mouth, xerostomia, denture-related irritation, or side effects from medications such as antihypertensives, antidepressants, or diuretics. While these challenges may not require a doctor's visit, they can erode confidence, steal the joy of social interactions, and make you feel less like yourself. Baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, offers a gentle, time-tested solution to these oral health concerns. Long before commercial mouthwashes and toothpastes lined store shelves, our grandparents relied on baking soda to clean their teeth, freshen their breath, and soothe mouth irritations. This wasn't just tradition, it was rooted in practical wisdom that science now validates. Sodium bicarbonate is a natural neutralizer of acids in the mouth, creating an environment where harmful bacteria, the culprits behind bad breath, plaque buildup, and gum irritation, struggle to thrive. By rinsing with a baking soda solution, you can restore balance to your oral environment, reducing discomfort and promoting healing in a way that's kind to sensitive tissues. The science behind baking soda's oral benefits is both simple and profound. The mouth's pH naturally fluctuates based on what we eat, drink, or even the medications we take. Sugary or acidic foods, for example, lower the mouth's pH, creating a breeding ground for bacteria like Streptococcus mutans, which contribute to bad breath, tooth decay, and gum disease. Baking soda counteracts this by neutralizing acids, raising the mouth's pH to a level where these bacteria are less likely to flourish. Studies, such as those published in the Journal of the American Dental Association, have shown that sodium bicarbonate can reduce plaque acidity and inhibit bacterial growth, making it an effective tool for oral health maintenance. For seniors, this is especially relevant. Dry mouth, a common issue affecting up to 30% of older adults, reduces saliva production, which normally washes away food particles and neutralizes acids. Without adequate saliva, bacteria proliferate, leading to bad breath, increased risk of cavities, and irritation of the gums or oral tissues. A baking soda rinse, made by dissolving half a teaspoon in a glass of warm water, can serve as a gentle, non-irritating alternative to alcohol-based mouthwashes, which can exacerbate dryness or cause a burning sensation. Swirling the solution in the mouth for 30 to 60 seconds before spitting it out can soothe stinging canker sores, reduce inflammation from denture sores, and leave the mouth feeling clean and refreshed. Take the example of Robert, an 80-year-old who struggled with recurrent mouth ulcers due to his dentures and dry mouth from blood pressure medication. Commercial mouthwashes left his mouth feeling raw, but a daily baking soda rinse brought relief, calming the sores and giving him the confidence to enjoy meals and conversations again. For Robert, this simple practice wasn't just about physical comfort. It was about reclaiming the ease of smiling without hesitation, a small but powerful act of self-respect. Beyond physical relief, a baking soda rinse addresses the emotional weight of oral health challenges. Bad breath, though rarely discussed openly, can be a source of quiet embarrassment, especially for seniors who value their social connections. Unlike minty mouthwashes that mask odors temporarily, baking soda works at the root, altering the chemical environment so odor-causing compounds don't thrive. The result is a cleaner, fresher mouth and the freedom to laugh, speak, and connect without self-consciousness. For seniors, this ritual becomes a daily affirmation of dignity, a reminder that even the smallest discomforts deserve attention and care. But baking soda's versatility doesn't stop at the mouth. Just as it neutralizes acids and soothes irritation internally, it may also support your body's recovery after physical exertion, helping you stay active with less pain. Could a simple glass of baking soda water make your next walk or gardening session feel less taxing? Let's explore this surprising benefit. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 6. Reduce post-exercise soreness. For many seniors, staying active is more than just a health goal. It's a celebration of independence, a way to keep the heart strong, the mind sharp, and the spirit connected to life's rhythms. Whether it's a morning walk through a quiet park, tending to a flower garden under the afternoon sun, or participating in a gentle physical therapy session to regain strength after illness, movement is a gift. But with that gift often comes a familiar companion: soreness. The kind that sneaks in a day or two later, stiffening joints, tightening muscles, and making once simple tasks, like climbing stairs or carrying a laundry basket, feel daunting. For seniors, this delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS, can prompt a disheartening question. Is this just what aging feels like? The answer is both reassuring and empowering. Some soreness is a natural part of staying active, a sign that your muscles are adapting and growing stronger. When you exercise, especially if you're pushing beyond your usual limits, your muscles produce lactic acid as a byproduct of energy metabolism. This acid contributes to the burning sensation during activity and the itchiness that lingers afterward. While this process is healthy and necessary, excessive or prolonged soreness can discourage seniors from staying active, threatening their mobility and independence. This is where baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, steps in as a gentle, natural ally, offering a way to ease post-exercise discomfort and support your body's recovery. Baking soda's role in exercise recovery hinges on its ability to act as a buffer within the body. Neutralizing excess acids, including lactic acid, helps create a less acidic internal environment, reducing the intensity of muscle fatigue and soreness. A typical approach is to drink a small glass of baking soda water, half a teaspoon dissolved in 8 ounces of water, shortly after physical activity. This practice, supported by research in journals like the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research, can improve muscle recovery by buffering acidity, allowing you to move more freely the next day. A 2013 study, for example, found that sodium bicarbonate supplementation reduced muscle fatigue and improved performance in high-intensity exercise, a benefit that translates to seniors engaging in moderate activities like walking or light strength training. For older adults, this support is invaluable. Whether you're rebuilding strength after surgery, maintaining mobility to stay independent, or simply enjoying a daily yoga class, a little extra help can mean the difference between staying committed to your routine and giving up out of frustration. Consider the story of Helen, a 68-year-old who rediscovered her love for gardening after a hip replacement. Post-exercise soreness often left her stiff and reluctant to kneel in her flower beds, but after incorporating a baking soda drink into her post-gardening routine, she noticed her muscles felt less tight, and she could return to her plants with less hesitation. For Helen, this wasn't just about physical relief. It was about reclaiming the joy of nurturing her garden, a source of pride and connection to her late husband's memory. The beauty of this practice lies in its simplicity and accessibility. A teaspoon of baking soda, a glass of water, a quiet moment to sip and reflect. These small acts become a ritual of care, a way to honor your body's efforts without relying on aggressive interventions. It's not about erasing the natural fatigue of exercise, but softening its edges, allowing you to stand taller, walk farther, and approach each day with confidence. For seniors navigating the physical and emotional challenges of aging, this gentle support feels like a quiet victory, a reminder that recovery can be natural, dignified, and within reach. But baking soda's benefits don't end with your muscles or joints. Its ability to neutralize acids and restore balance hints at a deeper role in supporting your body's overall harmony. Could this humble compound hold the key to a more balanced internal environment, influencing everything from energy to immune health? Let's uncover this final, transformative benefit. 7. Support a balanced body pH. Our bodies are miracles of balance, orchestrating a symphony of processes: breathing, digesting, repairing cells, and pumping blood, all in perfect harmony to keep us alive and thriving. At the core of this intricate dance lies something most of us rarely consider: pH, the measure of acidity or alkalinity in our blood and tissues. A healthy pH is the silent foundation of energy, immune strength, and cellular health, yet it's a balance that becomes harder to maintain as we age. The modern diet, often heavy in processed foods, sugars, red meats, and caffeine, tends to push the body toward acidity. Combine this with stress, medications, and reduced physical activity, common realities for many seniors, and the body's natural buffering systems, primarily the kidneys and lungs, may struggle to keep up. For older adults, even a slight drift toward acidity can manifest as subtle but pervasive symptoms: persistent fatigue, achy joints, inflammation, or a vague sense of being off. Over time, chronic low-grade acidity may contribute to more serious issues, such as bone loss, as the body leaches calcium from bones to neutralize acid, muscle wasting, or increased vulnerability to chronic diseases like diabetes or heart disease. While the bloodstream is tightly regulated to maintain a pH between 7.35 and 7.45, the tissues, joints, and organs bear the brunt of compensating for dietary and lifestyle stressors. This quiet strain can leave seniors feeling less vibrant, less resilient, and less like themselves. This is where baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, offers a gentle, time-honored solution. As a natural alkaline buffer, it helps neutralize excess acids in the body's tissues, easing the burden on the kidneys and lungs. By incorporating a small amount, typically half a teaspoon dissolved in a glass of warm water, a few times a week, you can support your body's efforts to maintain its delicate pH balance. This isn't about chasing extreme alkalinity, as some health trends advocate, but about providing a subtle assist to your body's natural systems. Research, including studies in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition and the Journal of Gerontology, suggests that alkaline buffers like sodium bicarbonate can reduce markers of inflammation, improve metabolic health, and even support kidney function in older adults, potentially slowing the progression of age-related decline. For seniors, the impact of this practice can be profound. Many who adopt a baking soda routine report feeling clearer, lighter, and more energized, as though a fog has lifted from their daily experience. Take the example of James, a 75-year-old who felt perpetually tired despite a healthy diet and regular checkups. After learning about pH balance and discussing it with his doctor, he began drinking a baking soda solution 3 times a week. Over time, he noticed improved energy, better digestion, and a renewed sense of vitality that made his daily walks and time with his grandchildren more enjoyable. For James, this wasn't magic, it was chemistry, used wisely and respectfully to support his body's natural wisdom. The ritual itself is simple but carries deep emotional weight. Stirring a pinch of baking soda into water and sipping it slowly becomes a moment of mindfulness, a way to pause and care for your body from the inside out. It's a reminder that balance isn't just about avoiding illness but about feeling whole, physically, emotionally, and mentally. This practice can influence everything from digestion to sleep to immune response, creating a ripple effect of wellness that enhances quality of life. But the benefits of pH balance don't stop at your organs or cells. Just as acidity in the body can cause internal discomfort, it can also manifest outwardly, affecting the skin. Many seniors struggle with dryness, itchiness, or irritation, whether from age-related changes, medications, or conditions like eczema or psoriasis. Could a baking soda soak or rinse offer the same soothing relief to your skin as it does to your stomach, joints, or muscles? The answer lies in its gentle, neutralizing power, a remedy that's been hiding in plain sight for generations, ready to calm and restore from head to toe. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect on the incredible power of something as simple as baking soda. A quiet hero in your kitchen that can soothe your body, support your health, and bring a sense of control back to your life. From easing heartburn and supporting kidney function to calming gout flares and freshening your breath, these small, mindful steps can make a lasting impact, especially in your senior years. But true health is about more than remedies. It's about listening to your body and embracing wisdom with curiosity and care. What have you learned today that surprised or inspired you? Please share one thing you've discovered and plan to bring into practice in your own life. Drop it in the comments below to inspire others on this journey. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Here's to living well, naturally, and on your terms. Thank you for watching.